Biography of the interviewee.
Hello, hi everyone. I am Muhammad Afifi bin Yahya. Alright, so to introduce a little bit about myself, I am a Johorian, I am Malaysian, but to talk further about my background culture, actually I am mixed. I am mix of Javanese and also Siamese. Alright, so my father from Thailand, Siamese, and then my mother is Malay Jawa, okay, Malaysian, and my grandfather actually from Indonesian. All right, so I'm mixed. I am from Johorian. I'm Johorian. I am from Yomping, Johor. Okay, I am 35 years old this year. All right, so my alma mater actually from University of Technology Mara, UITM. My highest qualification is master degree in mass communication, my bachelor degree in communication, journalism and communication management. And then I also did my diploma in communication. Alright, so my native language is Bahasa Melayu. Alright, my second language is Javanese. And my third language actually English. And my last language is Arabic. Okay, so I can say a little bit some Arabic words like Kaifahaluka means how are you or apa kabar. Alright, okay, I'm married. Okay, I'm married. Okay, I'm married to one lady from Kedah. Alright, so even though I'm married to one Malay lady, okay, I find that it's very challenging. Okay, when I went back visiting my family-in-law, because I don't understand their language. Alright, and when we have a conversation, it's always stuck somewhere because it takes time for me to digest what they say. And they also need to digest what I say, even though we are speaking in Bahasa, alright? Because like I said, our language practice is totally different, the dialect is different, and the way they call for a term also different. For example, like bread, yeah, or in Malay we call roti. But if you go to some states of North Malaysia, roti actually biscuit, biscuit, alright? Okay, when they call that, hey, please buy me roti, and then you buy like gardenia roti or something. Hey, this is not what they want. They want biscuit actually. All right. So to learn about culture is important to me, interesting to me. Again, culture is something that you practice. If you don't practice it, it's not going to be a good culture to you. Same goes to language. All right. Even though English is my third language. Okay, so I try to practice it, okay, so that I can acquire the proficiency. Otherwise, you know, you can't improve much on it at this language. Okay, all right, thank you.
Interview questions.
Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon, sir. My name is Yong Sophie and I'm from Vietnam. So I want to ask you some question about the intercultural. So please tell me a story about yourself of your childhood that helps explain who are you and where are you come from and what is the culture.
A little bit about me. Okay, I'm Johorian. I'm from Johor, Malaysia. Alright, so my roots are deeply embedded in the rich tapestry of Malay culture. Alright, so which is prevalent among the Johorian community. So I growing up in a small town in Johor, Yomping, Johor. I can say that I was immersed in the tradition and values that define the Malay way of life. Alright, in my close-knit community, conversation flowed effortlessly in two primary languages, which is first is Bahasa Melayu, the second one is Javanese. Alright. Okay, however, beyond the borders of my village, alright, I was exposed to vibrant fabric of cultures, Indian, Chinese culture, okay, with a diverse background, and I can say that this contributes to the unique custom and language to the colorful tapestry of our town in Yomping. So if you go and check the population of Yomping, Johor, this town has three main ethnicities, which is Malay, Chinese, and Indian. Okay.
What's your definition of culture?
Culture is something that we practice, right? Once we practice, it's your culture.
If you are from a culture that speaks English as a second language, do you speak your native language? If not, why?
In my community, I can say that English isn't commonly spoken, okay, as a second language, okay. So it is regarded as the third language probably. Alright. So the first language in my community is Bahasa Melayu. Alright, this is the main language that spoken by people in my community. The second language is Jawa. Javans. Alright. But I acquired my English proficiency because I learned this language at school. So I interact with my teachers and I also communicate with my non-Malay peers and friends at school. So from here where we learn how to speak English. But if you want to say that English is my second language, no. English is my third language. Alright. After Bahasa, Jawa, and then English. Alright. But even though this is my community that I come from, I'm sorry to say that I can't speak Jawa. At that level, alright, I do understand when people talk to me, alright, but in my Bahasa, I always borrow a lot of Javanese vocab, okay. So for myself personally, I can say that English is still my second.
What behavior is considered most disrespectful in your culture?
Number one, in my culture, Malay culture, respect is the gist of my culture. Alright, so a lot of things, a lot of disrespectful, I can say that a context that I can share with you. One of when you go to someone's house, okay, you must take off your shoes.
Yeah.
Alright, so if not, you are considered as rude. Alright, and number two, when you talk to elders, right, you must talk nicely, slowly. Alright, so you cannot talk loudly to elder
Don't
people
talk very fast.
and don't talk very fast as well. Alright, not talk very fast. You cannot talk loudly to your mom, to your uncle, to your auntie. You must control your voice, your tone. Alright, and then other than that, in my culture, when you are pointing something with your feet.
For example, I want to tell you where's the thing, right? And then I will use my feet. Oh, go there. Right? Use my feet. Okay, this is also considered as rude in my culture.
What would you say is, from your perspective, the most commonly held misconception about people of that culture?
So I think this is the most obvious one, the misconception about Malay culture. Alright, when people thought that we are all homogeneous or we share the same identity, the same custom and the same practices among Malay throughout the states in Malaysia. Alright, because in reality in Malay culture itself, there is a diverse and encompasses various ethnicities. For example, among Malay community, there are Jawa, Baja, Malay, Minangkabau, and then they speak like different languages. You can see Malay people in Johor, Malay people in north of Malaysia, east of Malaysia, they speak different dialect. And they also have different culinary tradition where they are preparing foods.
How do you define Malay family?
So in Malay community, I can say that when we call as family, this is actually referring to extended family. When I say that with my family, it's not only limited to my parents and my sibling or my children, but it also includes my auntie, my uncle, my cousin, my niece, my nephew. Alright, and same goes to cousin to my mom, cousin to cousin. Alright, okay. So in Malay culture, we embrace the concept of family as a big family or mega family, rather than a small family.
Who holds the most status in your family?
Typically the eldest group.
The eldest.
Alright, so whoever elder, okay, in one context or community, so this is the most person that will be respected or to get the highest status, okay, in family. For example, in my family, if let's say only me and my wife, okay, so I am at the highest rank. But when I go to my parents' house, of course my parents are elder than me, so they get the status.
Is punctuality important to you?
Yes. Punctuality, is punctuality important? I think it is not only exclusive to Malay culture, but to all culture. Alright, being punctual is important. Alright, even though there is a term like janji Melayu, you know, when you make appointment, okay, but you are not there, okay, on time. But to me, being punctual is important. Alright, but it depends on the context. If you make an appointment for a meeting, for example, you want to meet someone, you have to be there on time or 5 minutes early. Alright. But if let's say this is a daily routine, for example, for you come to class or something, probably we can consider or being considered a little bit. Alright, due to the traffic jam, okay, when you're stuck in you know in a public transport or something, okay, is acceptable. But for a short meeting where you need to meet people, okay, at one meeting you must be punctual.
If other people like not punctually.
Actually, number one, you tarnish your reputation. Okay, if you are not attend or arrive at the location, okay, venue on time, will tarnish your reputation. Okay, people might perceive that you not a good person or something. Okay, right, to be punctual is important. Okay, otherwise people might have a negative thoughts about you.
What's the most important meal of the day?
White rice.
White rice.
White rice.
Oh, okay.
Important meals of the day, yeah? White rice, okay? Because in Malay culture, we have a lot of dishes, cuisine, that we got to cook, and then all of this food is best to eat with the white rice. So I cannot say that you can have your day without the white rice. Yeah.
Did you ever live with your grandparents or extended family?
Yes. Yes, exactly. Okay, I was not raised by my biological parent. Okay, I stayed with my grandparents. Okay, actually, when I was a child, okay, at age 2, okay, my parents and my grandparents stayed together, and then there's a moment where my parents decided to move to Kuala Lumpur, but my grandparents they cannot let me go. All right. So after further discussion, and then my parents said that yeah, I can stay with my grandparents. So I've been raised by my grandparents. Okay. So since baby until now.
Oh, so now they come to KL already. Yeah.
My parents. Yeah, my parents is here. Inshallah. Inshallah now. Right, but my grandparents in Johor. But I can say that my hometown is Johor. Okay, since most of the time when I need to visit my hometown, I will go to Johor, not to Sharjah.
How important is religion in your family?
Religion, very important. Okay, very important. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm so religious, but to me, religion is important. To guide you, okay, as in the religion, right? Okay, it emphasizes on how you should behave. All right, so they taught you how to be good. Okay, and then they give you value like if you done something good, okay, you will get a reward or something. So I believe that all religion taught their believers, okay, to be a good person. So to me, religion is important, okay, for us to be a good person, right?
What are the roles of men and women specifically defined in your family? So what are they?
Okay, yes. Okay, got roles, okay, for men and women, okay, in Malay culture. Man technically is the breadwinner, okay, yeah, the breadwinner, the one who bring money to home, one who serve foods, okay, to the entire family. All right, so financially, man has to work to support, the entire family. And then lady or woman, technically they are the homemaker. All right. So their main task technically to take care of the children and then to cook and do all the home stuff lah. Okay, all right.
Do you accept like two men and women go out to work?
Yes, yes, sure. All right. Because the economy is very challenging nowadays. All right. So technically, the breadwinner Okay, it's very hard for the breadwinner to perform, to bring good income, good money for the family. So I can say that both, okay, men, female, men and women, okay, husband and wife to work to support, you know, the financial of the family. Because I'm from the Malay culture, okay, yes we do. Alright, so among the Malay community, you may see that we eat using our hand. Alright, that's the first thing. And then the second thing is among the Malay culture, actually we love to share the meals together. There is a occasion where you are going to have like a big plate, and then you will eat together with your family members, like 3 or 4 persons to eat together, okay, in one big plate. Yeah, alright. So technically this to foster I can say that good bonding relationship, okay, with the family members, and at the same time to build trust. Okay, if you can eat with other people, okay, on the same plate that you have, that means you trust that person. Okay, so to build trust, to foster unity, to foster bonding, so we eat together. So I think among Chinese community they do have the same culture. Yeah, you have like a big what we call that, something like that. And then after that you shake the food.
In Chinese New Year we have.
During the Chinese New Year, I think the same practice, the same practice. Okay.
Have you ever experienced racism? In what form?
I can smell that, I can feel that, but it is not too obvious. Okay, because I came from a community that diverse with multiple races. Okay, Malay, Chinese, and Indian. When I went to school, primary school, secondary school last time, I have this all these people in my class. Okay, so we are mixed. All right, so probably due to that, I can say that I understand my non-Malay friends very well. So sometimes they have like, you know, a personal thought that different from my own culture, but it's fine. It's fine for me. It's okay for me. Alright, because I personally believe that I understand and I clearly know who they are.
Also, you can communication with them.
I can communicate with them clearly.
Use
Alright.
their language.
English.
English.
Okay. Okay. One thing about me, I will speak Malay, alright, with my Malay friends only. Alright. And when I meet my non-Malay friends, technically we will speak in English. Alright. One off, like what I have answered you just now. Culture is something that we practice. Alright. So I must practice in order to acquire English proficiency. Otherwise, you know, I can't improve my language. So during my secondary school, I forced myself when I want to talk to my non-Malay friends, I will speak in English with them so that I can practice. All right. If you don't practice, you can't improve your language. All right. That's the thing. But sorry to all my non-Malay friends. All right. Probably I am not the best agent, you know, to improve your Malay language. All right. But I believe that you can talk to others. But one thing about language as well, when we communicate to others, we must accommodate people, you know. So thanks to all my non-Malay friends as well. Okay, they speak English at home, you know, but I don't. All right. But when they talk to me, they always accommodate me well, and at the same time, you know, it was a good opportunity for me, you know, to give a try and to improve my language.
Do young people today have a sense of culture?
You are talking about sense of culture, but you are not mentioning like which part of culture. All right, even the way your what you wear now, all right, your attire now. Actually, you are possessing or you are portraying a culture. This is probably a Western culture. All right, or this is a modern culture. So whether young people have sense of culture, yes, whatever they practice is their culture. All right, and some people, you know, they get influenced by K-pop, Korean pop culture. Some people they get influenced by Western culture, English culture. Some people they are very traditional, but whether they have this what sense of culture, the answer is always yes. But what kind of culture that you portray It depends.
What is the best things about living in Malaysia?
Living in Malaysia. Alright, so first of all, I love all Malaysian. Alright, doesn't matter whether you are Chinese, Malay, Indian. Alright, and one thing about me, I hate when some of Malay people, you know, in social media, they leave comment like, hey, pergi balik your country, get back to your own country. You know, some stupid people, they will make like this kind of comments. To me, Chinese, Indian, Malay, your country is only Malaysia, and then we are Malaysian. Alright, so what I love about Malaysia is our diversity. Through this diversity, I get to know like, a lot of people. I get to learn like, you know, multiple cultures, cuisine, and then we have a lot of holidays.
Yes.
Alright,
Malaysia
when we have like, you know, multiple races, you know, they have a lot of holidays. Okay, so we enjoy their holidays as well. For example, like Chinese New Year, we take break as well.
1 week.
Yeah, 1 week. Okay, so this is what I love about Malaysia, and I'm so proud that we can live together happily. That's the best thing. Okay, as compared to Indonesia, yeah, in Indonesia they also have Chinese people, but long time ago, you know, they forced all the Chinese people to speak only in Bahasa Indonesia. Okay, they get everyone, you know, stop using Mandarin last time. You may see that all the Chinese people in Indonesia, they just speak one language, which is Bahasa Indonesia. Even our Indonesian students here, you know, if you meet them, they look exactly like Chinese. They are so Chinese. They are Chinese, all right. But they speak Bahasa Indonesia.
They don't know how to speak Chinese.
They don't know how to speak Mandarin. Just recently, I believe, like, you know, the Indonesian government, they try to fix their mistake. Okay, they reopen, you know, the vernacular school and Chinese or Mandarin school in Indonesia. Okay, they try to cover what all the backlog, I can say so, but to me it's too late. Okay, it's too late. All right, when we realize that actually the main economy now, okay, from the economic perspective, China is about to conquer the world. Alright, and to understand Mandarin is important today, so they try to track back what they have missed last time. Alright, but luckily in Malaysia we did a good decision when we allow like all people to speak their native language. Okay, doesn't matter whatever culture that you practice, you can speak your native language. Alright, but we all have like bahasa, and at the same time we can also speak English. Alright, so yeah, we are so beautiful at the end of the day. Okay,
What is the worst things about living in Malaysia?
economic.
Economy.
Okay, one is economic. Alright, but at the same time, actually we have to admit, okay, even though we live in a diversity, okay, we have like multiple races, multiple religion, there's a tension, you know, between, you know, not everyone possesses the same respect and also the same feeling like us. Alright, so some people, they are very conservative, some people they are very liberal. So the worst part is when you meet this conservative group. Alright, when they are two Malays or they are two Indian or they are two Chinese, you know. Alright, to me, like, we must practice modesty where we try to be in average. Okay, not to be conservative, not too conservative, not too liberal. Okay, when we see a thing or a particular, you know, perspective. Yeah.
Do you remember excluding other race or culture or gender?
Technically, on gender part, I don't think so. Like everyone, you know, has the opportunity, okay, to pursue whatever that you want. Or if you want to become a pilot nowadays, okay, got a lady or female pilot. Alright, and then if you want to become a chef, okay, got a lot of male chef. Alright, so it's not so obvious on gender, but in Malaysia, yeah, we have the concept of the empowerment of women, the empowerment of women, you know. But regarding the culture in Malaysia, I can say that our economy is dominated by Chinese. Okay, and then there are many jobs or position where they require Mandarin speaker. Alright, so it's not a big issue to me. Alright, since there are also many companies that actually they are English environment, working style. Alright, but some companies they are looking for Mandarin speaker. That's the first thing. And then another issue is our population actually is not balanced. The percentage is not balanced. For example, among Malay and Bumiputra, we are about 55 to 60%. Chinese is about 30 to 35%. Indian is 15%. If I'm mistaken, you got to check the facts. All right. So the numbers isn't balanced. All right. But when we need to form a group or a team, we always have to consider to have like all of these people, in that group. For example, like one Malay, one Chinese, one Indian, one Malay, one Chinese, one Indian. All right. It's easy to get Chinese and Indian. All right, but it's not easy to it's easy to get Malay, but it's not easy to get Chinese and Indian. All right, because their numbers is quite limited actually. All right. For example, among the lecturers, if you think like it's easy to get, Chinese lecturer or Indian lecturer, you're wrong. It's very hard to get one. All right. Number one, because they prefer to work in the industry. Not many people wanted to be a lecturer, to become a lecturer. All right. That's why the numbers of Malay lecturers bigger. Number two, the population of Malay itself is bigger than the others. All right. So that's the issue. So there's a situation where sometimes I feel it is not an advantage to be a Malay, alright, in Malaysia, alright, because my population is big. I have to compete with big population. At the same time, there is a quota for Malay, Chinese, Indian, where I have to compete with big numbers, a big population. How to say? To me, we should stop to have this kind of classification. Okay, I don't know whether you have heard about the privilege of Malay rights or something. Okay, but I think this is the right time to stop it, and let us practice as one race only, which is Malaysian. Okay, so we should stop identifying people by other classification other than Malaysian. All right, that's much better, I think.
Is there anything else you would like other to know that we have not included here about your culture?
About my culture. Which question is
The
this
last
one?
one.
Yeah. All right. About my culture, okay, about Malay culture. Okay, so Malay culture, as what I said just now, okay, misconception where you perceive that Malay practice or Malay behave in the same way, alright? Because there's a lot of ethnicities inside the Malay itself, which is, we have Malay, Jawa, Banjar, Minangkabau, and then from the east coast of Malaysia we have Kelantanese, and then we have from north, okay, we have, from Perlis, Kedah, Perak, and they are all practice different customs, belief, dialect, and whatnot. Okay, that's the first thing. And then, but a common practice by all Malays in Malaysia, I can say that when they are eating by using their hand. And then they also practice to share the meals together. And then Malay people, they concern much on respect. Okay, respect is very important among the Malay community. That's why the eldest group usually get the highest status in my family. And even in my Malay culture, Okay, in Malay culture, I can say that people also consider on the courtesy title. For example, like when I want to approach you, okay, to show some respect, I will call you Miss or Mister, alright? And whenever that they have a special title, for example, like Tan Sri, Datuk Sri, so they will respect these people. And not limited to that. For example, like if you are a teacher, for example, if you are a teacher at school, but when you mingle with people, okay, with your community outside the school hours, people still call you cikgu, teacher, or something. Alright, so this is the extension that Malay community usually practice, okay, to respect others, okay, by title.